accent is a strong regional marker. In England, for instance, people in the south are likely to say Bath, while people from the north are likely to say Bath. These differences are often called a north-south divide, a term you might also hear used to describe political, economic or cultural differences between these parts of England. However, accent is just one part of a language variety. We also find variation in words and sentence structure. Often people think of sentence structure, grammatical variation, as being less of a geographical marker than accent. In a recent project, we investigated whether this notion of a north-south divide, or continuum, was relevant to understanding grammatical variation, and examined whether certain grammatical features clustered together. One feature of interest was negative concord, which is when someone uses multiple negative words to express a single negative meaning. For example, you could say, "I didn't see no one," to mean "I didn't see anyone." Although we're taught that "I didn't see no one" is not correct in standard English, you will find these structures in everyday colloquial English around the world. We also studied the use of ain't and other contracted forms, for example, "I haven't" versus "I've not," among other linguistic features. As part of the project, people were asked to participate in a dialect survey which asked how likely they would be to use different types of sentences on a scale of 1 to 5. The results showed that region was not very significant for the use of negative concord. Instead, social class was key, with working class people being much more likely than middle class people to use it. Ain't, on the other hand, was more of a regional marker, but not on a strict north-south dimension. Another aspect of the research was to examine what happens when you combine certain dialect forms together in the same sentence. For example, you might use negative concord and a non-standard contraction, ain't, in a sentence like "I ain't seen nothing." This often did not receive substantially lower ratings than "I ain't seen anything" or "I haven't seen nothing." The combination of two non-standard forms in the same sentence was rated more highly than we might expect based on ratings of the two forms in isolation. Why do you think this might be? You can put your thoughts in the comments section below.